Quick announcement, Kobold and Gator Dice are coming soon, so stay tuned. I'm very excited. You can sign up early on BackerKit. Now, let's start the video.
Welcome to the Optimization channel, where we like to talk about extreme game-breaking stuff.
Yeah, we don't shy away from rules that are viewed as potentially problematic, maybe exploitative, or straight up absurd. I've dialed it back a little bit because I stopped doing shorts for the most part, but you might be thinking, why do you do this, Kobold? They're so negative and destructive and it's giving bad people ideas. The truth is, the only tables that thrive in the tabletop hobby are those who follow basic tabletop etiquette. They survive and play for months or even years. Being nice to people, being fun to play with, following the DM's rules, DMs and players respecting each other, talking to people you're playing with about literally everything, being transparent with your intentions, interacting with the world and its characters, interacting with other players' characters, investing into the characters and players' stories. Even just showing up on time every week consistently gets you extremely far, especially if you show some excitement. If you channel all of these things I mentioned in your own way, you're truly power gaming by powering the table with infectious positivity. With that positivity, you can play at any reasonable table out there, and those are the only tables that survive and play for years. This is truly how you win Dungeons and Dragons. Those are the tables you want. Tabletop etiquette is more powerful than any build or feature in the entire game. I can give you the best builds and the best combos in the entire game, but they're all suboptimal and useless if you're not in the game. The bad people who everybody's worried about are noobs who are not playing any games. And if they are, they're not playing for very long. They fail every single time at basic tabletop etiquette. They're gonna get kicked from the game or the table dies. That's what usually happens every single time. That's why I'm not afraid to share extreme, outrageous, super broken, taboo things in the hobby with a punk rock attitude. The bad people and the trolls and what have you, they don't thrive. They suck. There are many tables out there, especially on the internet, and majority of them are gated. The bad people can't get away with anything. They get shut down and they lose. As for the good guys, well, that's where things get interesting.
Kobold, you're evil.
Lawful evil, baby. Welcome to Pack Tactics, where the good guys always win.
Oh my god, you're playing with fire.
This is a video about transparency, and I'm joking a little bit. We're little lizards on the screen who worship Tiamat, and our mission is to corrupt players with optimization. This channel is ridiculous on purpose, and so are the videos to a degree. It's just fun. Roleplay is the heart of D&D, and I like to show that off. Sadly, not a lot of people fully realize what I'm doing. They take us lizards too seriously, both in politics and Dungeons and Dragons.
Kobold, don't you dare break the third wall. That's metagaming.
Sorry, I just had to mention it. It's the first time I've ever done it. Anyways, transparency is part of tabletop etiquette, and I value it the most out of everything, and I go into videos with it every time. I show the rules, I underline it sometimes, and I talk about it. After a few videos, you'll figure out what type of player and DM I am. I like strong options, teamwork, roleplay, and interesting mechanics. It's really fun to encourage people to use mounts, for example. They're really cool. The number one video to sum up who I truly am and how I play is my most recent build video, which I'm playing right now at a regular table, with complete strangers on the internet. I break down all the players and how I combo off them, what's going on in the campaign, what I've done in the campaign, and plan on doing in the future. One of these things I plan on doing is actually problematic and taboo. I told the players and the DM that I'm going to planar bind creatures when I reach the level where I get the spell, especially multiple Twingas if I find them who are good aligned creatures, straight out. I'm literally waving a red flag in front of them at a regular table. If you have no idea what the spell is, link in the description. But because I'm transparent with what I plan on doing, what I want to achieve, and us just talking it out casually, the DM accepted it. The players were neutral because it seems like it could be some spicy roleplay. And that's when things get really fun. I'm guessing that's why extreme spells like this this still exists.
Why would any sane dungeon master allow this?
The DM said he wanted to experience it. He's never seen a player do this before. But the thing is, right? If the DM feels like it gets out of hand, then I will just dial it back. It's fine. We're adults. I'm turning 30 soon. Session 0 is floaty and can happen anytime in my opinion. It makes me flexible too. I'm playing a full caster. It's fine.
Kobold, I thought you were turning 4.
Oh, my bad. I'm breaking character again.
My voice breaks when you keep breaking character.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it again. But yeah, transparency lets you experiment with things that's out of the norm. Of course, you need to build a reputation, but I think after a session or two, they'll figure out what you're like.
Or you can bribe the party with a pizza.
Gator, that's cheating. No DM would take that bait.
But Kobold, it's not against the rules.
Jokes aside, I get a lot of comments saying no sane DM would allow this, or you're a bad faith reader. Especially nowadays. But you'll be so surprised with what DMs allow and how people look at the rules. And if you're someone they can trust, then you can actually get away with straight up shenanigans sometimes, because there's no maliciousness behind it. And it can actually lead to some potentially interesting storytelling or gameplay. So yeah, tabletop etiquette and transparency is the key to your success, and for the table to thrive. Positivity is very infectious, and when your table is a glowing beacon of goodness, these taboo, overpowered, extreme things on the internet will not hurt your games. And neither will I. I want your experience to be better. I'm not saying that the tables should let go of the reins or anything. There should be some level of caution, of course. But I wouldn't worry about it if you're with friends or rational human beings. When I make videos, I always assume you're playing at tables like that, with good people. Those are the truly optimal ones who win at Dungeons and Dragons every single time. End of video.
Wait, I thought there was gonna be some drama here.
Oh boy, there is some drama. But first, let's start some new drama with World Anvil. Don't worry, they want us to start drama for world building. Your players or readers will appreciate it too. There needs to be some conflict in every good fantasy story. World Anvil is very good at helping you come up with ideas like that. They give you rows and rows of boxes that you should fill in, and when you do, that fills up and up and up, and then you have tons of things to do. It can be like kingdoms fighting over Mithril, or the princess of Gatorland got assassinated by the capybara folk. But there's a twist. It wasn't actually them. It was the sister, for she wanted the throne for herself. She's framing the capybaras.
You can craft tons of culture about the capybara folk and how they live.
And you can put their cities on a map that functions like Google Maps. I think that's the coolest feature. Anyways, I highly recommend checking out World Anvil, especially if you want to create your own world. Use the code PACK at the checkout and you'll get a 51% off any yearly subscription. Now, drama. I actually lied about the drama. There was gonna be some drama, but I don't think you guys care, and it's not really productive. Here's what I'm gonna say. I was raised as an honest kobold, so I voice all my opinions and emotions. Sometimes it can become a crazy breath weapon, but people who know me know that I mean well. I've felt backstabbed for many years now about the matter, and we don't do that at Pack Tactics. We don't backstab anybody. So the only comment I will put down, and this applies to everyone, tabletop etiquette doesn't just end at the table. A lot of it should blossom into your very being, and you should be able to spread that positivity like you're running around with aura vitality. I know it's hard sometimes, I struggle too, but you have to do your best. Backstabbing people as soon as the adventure is over is really disgusting. I hope nobody ever gets that experience. Anyways, I've been in the hobby for like 15 years now, and I believe I fully understand tabletop gamers. There was one point in my life where I was playing D&D 5e every single day for a year straight, and those were the best days of my entire life. Tabletop gamers are usually very reasonable and warm people. That's if they're playing in actual games that last for months or years. They fully understand tabletop etiquette. You have to communicate with the table about literally everything to do anything in the communication game. The bad things that can hurt your games are really nothing burgers with reasonable people. I'm going to try to change my format a bit to something more optimal like this, but I'm worried that these videos videos will do badly. So if you truly like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to take it a step further, you can sign up for YouTube membership or Patreon. It's very much appreciated. And remember, try to be nice to people. It's really hard to do sometimes. Anyways, thank you for watching.
Bye bye.